Hey, what's up you guys? This is Bananakingdomofpower. Today we're going to be taking another look at the... Sorry about that, my camera just fell. At the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Captain America. This figure is part of the new 2013-2014 Legends line. This is part of the Captain America wave, made for the Winter Soldier movie. This figure is actually one of the better Captain America figures that I own, considering the fact that I actually only own two, including this one. So there's not much bad I can say about this. I have my gripes, and I have my ups about this figure. For instance, one of my biggest gripes is the fact that when you use ab crunch, the paint on the red and white parts here rubs off. As you can see, there's a giant blue gouge right there, and on the red, and as you can see, every time I move it, they get slightly larger. So that is a bit of a concern, and something I'm not very happy about with this figure, but it seems to happen on every single one that has been produced. So I don't know if it's Hasbro losing quality on their paint or what, but that is a bit of a concern. Moving on to another point, the sculpt work on this figure is actually very, very good. As you can see on the blue part, he has a bunch of sculpted hexagons on his costume. Right here. The A is not sculpted on his forehead, but that's fine. The wings feel like they are. Now they're just paint on there, but there is sculpting in the helmet though. My video quality is actually very terrible, so you're not going to be able to see much. There are plenty of other reviewers who do much better jobs than me, but I don't know why, I just like doing this myself. You can see they got sculpting on the gloves. The belt came out very nice, actually. You can see the buckle and all the little pouches. The knee pads actually look very nice as well. They're a dark gray color, almost black, but not quite. More sculpting on the boots. You even got some tread sculpted at the bottom. And yeah, just looking at the back of the figure, there's even wrinkles sculpted in the back of the pants and the back of the knees, and the A on the back came out looking pretty good, but the paint, like on the ab crunch, the more it's handled, the more it's going to wear off, so that is another bit of concern of mine. The face sculptor is actually very nice as well. It's, not too bad. The same face sculptor has been used across several figures, including the Ultimate Captain America, Steve Rogers, and a few of the other more recent Marvel Legends from Hasbro. Moving the head up, you can see that the joint itself is actually painted in the flesh tone, so you don't have any odd colors there. It is on the standard size ball joint, which is actually also painted. That's interesting. Considering the inside of the head is not, it's still blue. But putting that back on, you could do some custom work with that since it is on the standard joint size. You could do some customization there if you really had to. But overall, this figure, this is actually the shield, is nicely sculpted as well. Even on the back, you can see there's plenty of sculpting. But this figure overall is quite impressive, really. There's no real paint shading or anything, but you know, it looks nice. Articulation-wise, it goes along pretty well. The shield has a little joint right here. The clip just hooks onto the wrist. Well, it closed. You can see there's a pin there, but the clip itself just snaps around the wrist, and it just kind of static holds there. But if you flip around and get the pin out, there's actually a hole in the middle of the star. That just tabs right in there, and you can have Captain America with the shield on his back, looking not like he's in battle or anything. But articulation-wise, this figure has... Come on, get out of there. Articulation-wise, this figure has quite a good bit of it. The head moves up very far, down as well. It moves side to side. No neck pivot, which is, it's alright. Ball joint and shoulders that only move up that far, but since there's also rotation here, you can move it all the way up and then turn the arm around and get it like he's reaching up a little bit higher. Like I said, he has the rotation right there. He has a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that only bend into 90 degrees. I wish they would move in a little bit more, but for the sake of the sculpt of the musculature, it's alright. The wrist moves side to side, 360 as well as down and up. Like I said, he does have an ab crunch that does chip off the paint as you use it, so it bends forward that far, and back that far, which is very nice. He does have a waist swivel, which is very stiff on mine. I'm not exactly sure, but he does have the waist swivel. He has T-jointed hips to move out only that far, and they kick forward and back quite well. He has a thigh swivel, so you can move his legs side to side. He has double jointed knees, calf rotation at the boot. The feet move up and they move down, and he does have an ankle pivot, which is good for getting wider stances, such as, well, I'm no expert action figure poser or anything, but let's see if we can get something sort of cool. I don't know, that's about the best it's going to get. Oop, and he doesn't really want to stand that well. There we go. And for effect, let's just get him holding a shield on one hand, because, you know, why not? Come on. Balance. Balance. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Not too bad at all. So yeah, this figure overall, I do say, is very nice. And for a size comparison, let's get him standing up straight here. Here's Captain America, our new Captain America. And here is the Marvel Select Hulk. So I've reviewed the Hulk figure quite a few times. I've done a review, initial review, and then a couple of re-reviews. If you subscribed to me since the beginning, you would have seen those initial ones. I've actually taken them down now. But Captain America comes up just to the bottom of his chest. So they fit in reasonably good scale. You know, I think the Hulk should stand quite a bit taller than Captain America. Well, Captain America still is taller than the average man. So, you know, that works out pretty well. So, overall, I'm really happy with this figure. I do wish the paint didn't chip off so easily. And, you know, I wish there was more articulation in the elbows. I wish it bent in a little bit farther. But, overall, I am happy with this figure. You know, I like how they got the laces sculpted in the boot. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I said that. It's just, you know, interesting. Anyway, so, overall, I do like this figure. And, you can find it at pretty much any store. I've seen it at Walmart, Kmart, Target, Toys R Us. I've seen it all those places. So if you have any one of those near you, I think this figure cost around $20. I've seen a couple places they marked it down to $16, which isn't too bad. So if you can find this figure, I do highly recommend it. It works well with any Marvel Legend collection. It can fit in with your movie Avengers display. It works well with the comics and everything. So until next time, I've been Bananakingdomofpower, and I hope to see you soon.